Even if you don't play the guitar, you just want to touch my guitar, you're welcome. Do it. So, this work? Okay, just in case. Okay, so I guess it's kind of a question and answer guitar thing, but you can ask me other things, you know. Just don't ask me how big Sam's cock is, because I don't know. I've never seen it. I just never saw it. So, yeah. So don't be shy. Anyone wanna, you know? And since you got two guys in the band laughing at me doing this, you can ask them questions too. Can you hear me all the way down there? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to show exercises to warm up? Usually, I don't. For the guys that play the guitar, you've probably seen videos where people go. That's a common exercise, but I don't really have an exercise routine. I usually put on my favorite CD and I just kind of jam along with it because it feels like I'm in the band with the. You know, with the musicians. So it warm up your fingers as well as the brain to think about music, and so I don't have any exercise. I mean, you can do those things, but I usually like to just play my songs. The songs I like to play. So today I was warming up to Joe Satriani and an old 80s band called Dare. Anyone heard of Dare? From UK? No? Okay.
No.
There you go. I just got into them. And they haven't made an album for 20 years. Yeah. But everyone have a, you know, different routine. I know Sam do stretching, things like that. I mean, I don't warm up my tongue or anything like that, you know. I'm quite normal. I mean, you have to learn a lot of the normal techniques first before you can, I guess, jam. So, you know, a lot of people have to sit there. Oops. German beer, you know. So I mean, I learned after practice a lot of these arpeggios, the music theory, and then and after I learned it slowly, I practice it with CDs or the band because it forces you to play in time and with the music. Because if you just practice it with nothing, there's no timing and nothing to have to force you to be in, you know. Playing with the CD is the best thing because it's like playing with a band and they won't complain when you make a mistake, you know. The CD just keeps going. Yeah. But the speed I was practicing them is basically like really this slow. I mean, even slower than that, actually.
Just up and down?
Yeah, really slowly, and you have to do it. And you just slowly speed it up, and you just do it all over the place. And you do it standing up, you do it sitting down. You know.
At home, try and training while sitting down.
In front of the mirror.
Is it better to learn it with distortion sound, or is it better to learn it with clean sound?
Okay, is it better to learn with distortion or clean? It's much harder with distortion. So I would recommend you to put the distortion as maximum to learn this. Because if you play with clean, if you play two string, because on sweep picking you have to play each individual note one by one. If you have the distortion on, you don't do that, you go, you know, you hear the noises. The muting technique is very important. So, you know, it's not just about playing the left hand, it's also about slowly muting, and there's a lot of mechanic involved. And you kind of have to play it to kind of really, once you get into it, you realize how many mistakes you can make, how many ways you can do it badly. Like one way I just did. And yeah, distortion to maximum. Yeah. Okay. If you want to demonstrate, take the distortion off so no one can see you make a mistake. Okay. To learn that now.
Yeah. Am I allowed to ask something different?
You're allowed to ask something different.
Will there be a re-release version of Inhuman Rampage?
Will there be a re-release version of the Inhuman Rampage album?
Yes.
It's not in the planning at the moment. I don't know about it at least, you know. But I'm sure in the future, you know, there might be something because we're lots of footage filmed in the past in Human Rampage on our touring time. You know, we did 356 shows, and we got lots of videos in the past, and you know, since the beginning of the band. So maybe there'll be a come re-release and remaster, or remix. I don't know, more bonus tracks. You know, yeah.
What are your solos basically built upon? Is it a pentatonic style, E minor pentatonic, or what are you basically playing? Or do you have a lot of different?
What are the solos based on?
Yeah.
It depends on the song. So Through the Fire and Flames is actually C sharp minor.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to play in C sharp minor. You know, I know a lot of people think rock songs are always in D minor and E minor, but we actually, I think on a few albums ago, we did a research on what's the best key to use for certain songs. And in the classical music, there was certain, like Mozart or Beethoven or whatever, they have a special key they use for happy songs and sad songs. And you know, D minor is always a tested key for a sad kind of sound. So we actually learned that. So we try to change the key to make it a bit more interesting than just E minor and A minor and C major, G major. So that's something we actually researched on. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen it the first time in the Heroes of Time video, and I always ask, what is this?
So the ring is you've seen it in the video Heroes of Our Time where I do this kind of motion and do that.
It's really
Yes.
But what is this?
It's basically a wah-wah pedal. Instead of using my feet, I'm controlling with my hand. So it detects it wirelessly. So because wah-wah, it's pretty hard to play fast. So I can move my hand much faster than my feet. That's why I use the ring, the blue ring, which is called a hot hand, to create the fast wah-wah effect using my hand that I can't achieve with my feet. Because I thought it's kind of fun.
This is cool.
Is this special made for you, or?
No, you can get it. It's called made by Source Audio, hot hand, and not only can it make a wah-wah sound, it can change the volume, it can make a whammy pedal, change the pitch. Depends how, in the song's Last Journey Home on the Ultra Beat album, I use that with the pitch. So you go, yeah. Yes.
And why do you always lick over your string? I just saw it the first time in the Last Journey Home, and I thought, what the fuck? And I think this looks pretty cool.
Why do I lick my strings?
Yes.
Well, these are like custom strings. They're like chocolate flavor. And you can't buy in the shop. And I'm a little bit hungry. I need a sugar rush. So that's why. Yeah. I don't know why I started doing it. Sometimes I taste blood instead because I'm cutting my mouth and things. Yeah. But
it's a good show.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have to put new strings all the time. Otherwise I'll get sick, licking wrong things, and if Sam touched it or someone else, licking the floor is almost like that.
All the chocolate on your fingers.
Just contaminated with viruses sometimes. So no one's allowed to touch my guitar in case I get ill. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The girls love it.
I know you're sleeping, but that's the this song is extreme, more than words.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, I knew when I was growing up, in school, I could play Megadeth, Metallica, but no one cares. If I play that in front of the girls, they actually care.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's the only song that kind of got me laid, I think. Thank you, Extreme, for, so learn a bit of Halloween is cool, and Saxon, Judas Priest, but guys, girls won't care about it. Okay, just experience. Come on, you guys got some question?
Yeah, the crazy stuff you do when you play from this end.
From this hand?
Yeah. How long did it take you to learn that? Or?
Okay, so you're asking this stuff I do?
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, I'm cheating.
Yeah?
Well, what happened is, I'll give you an example. Through the Fire and Flames, it's actually easier to play it this way.
Okay.
Than this way. The reason is you go. Ooh. So you see this stretch here? It's much harder to do it this way, so it's actually better to do this way because I can stretch all the way to. You see how long the stretch is if you do your hand this way? If you do it this way, you can't. I can't even get near it.
Yeah.
So it has to be played that way. So we're not just trying to be cool.
Oh,
You know, but, so like, I'm trying to be cool, but actually, yeah. So that's the way. There's a few kind of a tricks on the guitar. So that's why. Low harmonic. I don't know if you saw the show and you're watching me playing, not someone else in the band. You would have seen on the song "Cry Thunder." There's a bit. I pick the guitar up and go blow on the guitar, and then the sound changed. So I thought that was cool, but obviously no one saw it. No one saw it. Okay, I can't do it now because you have the really loud amp, and
yeah.
so. But that's the blowing harmonics. So when you blow on the string, you create a different sound in the pitch. So watch a few live videos. You know, I'm sure I got it right every single time I played it. Yeah. Spot on. Yeah. So that's a cool thing. Probably see me kicking the guitar in the air and catching it. And this is the only guitar I can do it this way. I mean, it's very easy to play and very thin. And it sounds good at the same time. So it's got a special, unique ability, which is only a special Ibanez make it. And the way I can do this kind of things, the whammy bar, is only I can only do an Ibanez guitar. So I broke my friend's guitar doing it. So in his garden, actually. It's kind of funny. I won't tell. It's a long story. But yeah, there's a special thing about these guitars being very easy to play and still sounding good, and it's not easy to achieve both. You can make a guitar that sounds great, but it's really hard to play, very difficult. And this makes it, I think to play the Dragon Force stuff, I really can't play on any other guitars apart from Ibanez guitars. Yeah.
So what's about the tremolo? Doesn't it get out of tune when you use it?
The tremolo. No, that doesn't go out of tune at all, actually. I'll get technical here. Hope you understand me. So there's certain way. I know a lot of people. This is not actually a Floyd Rose tremolo. This is obviously inspired from the old Floyd Rose like Van Halen was using, but it's actually got updated system with lots of way to keep it better in tune, and you can pull the pitch more. You can go to nothing, and there's I'm getting really technical here. There's Tram Stopper, so instead of you having 2 springs, I can use 4 springs or 2 mini springs that stop the guitar going out of tune if you do play blues, just to make it look like a fixed bridge guitar. So if you how do I demonstrate this? Not on this guitar because I didn't install it, but if you play on a fixed bridge guitar and you do a blues kind of double stop bend, you're only supposed to bend 1 string, but the other string go out of tune, because when you bend 1 string, the other go out of tune. So I'll just play this because I'm bending the bridge more forward. The new bridge, the Edge Zero bridge, have 4 springs at the back, so those kind of bends will not put your guitar out of tune. And so you can keep playing kind of traditional fixed bridge style while still having the ability to do the double rocking system with all the whammy bar up and down, Steve Vai style kind of thing. So that's only available based on the Ibanez guitars. Yeah. Yeah.
Are there today many people asking about Guitar Hero 3, or is this just history for you today?
Do people ask me about Guitar Hero 3 as a history? You just asked.
Yes,
just asked me
yeah,
about it.
but not me, just like magazines or something.
I think, of course, you might be aware that we were in the game Guitar Hero 3.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, we get asked that, I think, every day, even in the supermarket, sometimes.
Really?
Honestly, it's just, a lot of people know. That was a big game. They sold 30, 40 million copies, so I think it's sold more albums than I've done. Some more games on the album. Yeah, but it's a constant, people ask about it. Yeah. I don't play it myself,
Why?
Why don't I play Guitar Hero?
Yes.
yeah,
okay.
Do the real guitar.
But sometimes it's fun to play.
Maybe. I've got my copy of Battlefield 4. Maybe I'll play that instead. If anyone's into that game. Yeah.
When you're writing songs and it comes to creating the solo, do you develop them based upon improvisation, or do you use a PC, or do you just sit there and play and say, okay, that's it?
okay, when we write a song, when we have a new song, we want to make guitar solos, what do we do?
Yeah.
In the past, I used to improvise all the time. I just press record and I just play anything that comes off my brain, and that was it. But after you've made 5 albums, it's not, you have to try many different things to create a guitar solo, to not make it the same that you've done before on the previous album. So I try as many different scenarios as possible. Some guitar solos, I'll only record them standing up. So every part will be played standing up. You approach it differently, you know, you got your hair, you go, woo, and you know, hopefully kind of channel different energy, you know, to make that solo. Some solo you write the solo beforehand, you think about it, you know, and you really compose it, and then you play it and record it. And some you just improvise through, and some are half improvised, you know, and some that you improvise so many times, it's stuck in your brain that you end up keeping it as the real solo. So it's, you know, as many ways as possible we try to do it now, I think, for everyone, for Sam and I. Yeah.
Are you guys jamming together and creating the song together, or is it all you? Or?
Or Sam, or
I mean, on the last album, on Power Within, we were jamming together. On the new album, it's different. You know, again, the reason is we have to change the way we do things to make things sound different. If you always only jam together, you're gonna come with that sound. This time, songwriting and the way we put it together is different again, on purpose. You know, we have producer that we never worked with before, and he helped us also develop the sound. So, you know, I think every time we make a Dragon Force album or anything, we try to have a different approach, so to force us to kind of evolve and get better and learn different things.
Herman.
5 minutes.
Can you play a song and we all sing?
I don't know. Are you that drunk? I mean, we've got to do karaoke. I'm not, you know, we're doing karaoke stuff. I don't know.
karaoke with Herman.
I
Yeah.
don't actually know any song that I know I just played a bunch of songs, but that was kind of weird. I don't know what to play. You kind of got me in the spot now. We're going to do Dragon Force karaoke. That would be pretty disturbing. You guys know the words?
Yes.
One yes.
I know everything.
No? Okay. You guys,
The refrain.
I think the only person who's going to sing will be you when I start that song, so there's no one's quite up for it. I'm sorry. Next time, with the acoustic guitar, bring the acoustic guitar.
Note, I have my guitar and done.
Yeah. Okay. We'll try that next time. That was the last question. All right, one more.
Could you play one riff from the new album We Won't Talk About It? We promise.
Oh, I'm way in trouble. I'm a manager is here as well. He would kill you. He would kill me or you. I gotta keep that a secret, yeah? But next year, you know, subscribe to our Facebook, Twitter, on our website. There'll be lots of updates, you know, with clips and videos of the new songs and surprises. So, you know,
We hear it when we buy the album.
so check it out. But thanks for coming down, and you know, thanks for joining and having a chat. Thank you.
Can I have one picture for a friend? Thank you.
I hope to see you guys again next year, right? Or the far later. Thank you.
Dragon Force, ja, okay. Für Ingrid.